Welcome back to another Super Baseball Simulator 1000 wildcard round. This one between the 4th seed Villains and the 5th seed Warriors. And let's get into it. Rambo leading off for the Warriors against Deep State, and he swings and hits one, and that one's up the middle for a base hit. And Rambo going towards second base, and now Rambo going to third, and it's going to be a leadoff triple to start this game. Deep State pitching to Lucas, and Lucas, there's a base hit. The second baseman doesn't move, and now that's past the center fielder, and Lucas is on his way to second. He's in there safely with a double. It's 1-0 Warriors. Now Bonehead swings and hits one, and it's fouled back. There's a high pop-up. It looks like to be playable for the catcher. Lucas needs to get back to second, and he's back safely, and it's caught for the out. Paul swings and taps it to the left. Now he swings and hits a high drive, and that one is over the head of the left fielder, and Paul's on his way to second base. It's 2-0 Warriors, and there's another double. Here's Jordan, and he taps it to the pitcher. They throw to second. They throw to third. Paul goes back to second. They can't get the force out there, and so now Goblin's up with first and second and one out, and he taps it foul. Goblin hits a high pop-up. That one looks to be playable by the second baseman there. And runners go back, and it's caught, and there's two outs. Now here's Shug, and he swings and misses on an outside pitch for strike one. Now he taps it foul. Out of play. Now a low one, and he swings and strikes out. And that's the end of the inning, and the Warriors lead 2-0. Here's Steve pitching against Beetle. And that one is fouled off to the right. Not sure if that's going to be... Nope, it's out of play. Now there's a high pop-up, and that one may be playable for the second baseman, and he's in place for it and got it for out number one. Joanne hits one, and that... Oh, it's an error at third base, and Joanne's on her way to second base, but I suspect she'll end up going back to first, and she does. It's a one-out error and a runner on first for McDee's. Now there's a high pop-up behind the plate, and that's out of play. Now that one is tapped towards shortstop. Throw to second and throw to first for the double play. And there's the end of the inning, and the Warriors lead 2-0. Here's Maxon to lead it off, and he taps it foul. Another foul off to the left. Lots of souvenirs for the fans over there. Now Maxon swings and hits a high one, and that looks like the right fielder will get it. And oh, he makes an error, and Max is on his way to second base. Now Max is on his way to third. And the error has put Max on third with nobody out. Now Steve hitting for the Warriors. And that one is tap foul. And that one is popped up to left. Max needs to get back to third. They're going to throw over, and they doubled him up. Poor base running there by the Warriors. And here's Rambo with no on and 2 out, and he grounds it to shortstop. They throw to first for the out. Now Mikey leading off for the Villains. And he swings at a fork ball for strike 1. Now there's a slow one, and Mikey grounds it toward first, and first baseman catches it and tags the bag for the out. It's Patrick, and he swings and taps it foul to the left. And now he swings at a low one for strike 2. Now he hits one, right to the second baseman. Good catch. Out number 2 of the inning. Donald is up, and he swings and taps it foul to the left. Now a fork ball for strike 2. Now base hit up the middle, and that one's going out to the wall, and now Donald's heading for second base, but he decides to go back to first. Finke in for the Villains, and Finke hits a high one. I'm not sure. That looks like it may be playable, but no one's under it. They're just not moving. It's right there to the right fielder. He didn't even have to move at all. He just stood still, and the ball came to him like Charlie Brown. Here's Lucas, and he swings and taps it off to the left. Now another foul off to the left. Now Lucas hits a high pop-up out to center field, and the center fielder is under it. And he's got it for out number 1. Bonehead hits one off to the left foul. Lots of foul balls right now, and Bonehead hits another one foul to the left. Oh, good eye there, and Bonehead takes ball 1. Now he swings and hits it fair past the bag. That may have been a bad call. It looks like that should have been a foul ball. Bonehead back to first, but now Deep State's going to complain. He says that a Jewish space laser altered the trajectory of that ball, but the umpires aren't hearing it. And here comes Paul. And Paul hits one, and that one's past the second baseman, but they throw to first, and Bonehead was too slow, so they get the force out at second. Here's Jordan, and Jordan hits a high drive, and that one is playable for the center fielder, and he's under it, and that's the end of the inning. Still 2-0. Good pitchers duel so far. Now here's the Master, and he takes strike 1 right down the middle. Now a low one, and he swings over the top and misses for 0-2 now. And now he pops one up, and that one looks to be playable for the second baseman there. And the ball takes forever to come down, but it is an error, and the Master is going to score. He's way too fast. He's also a master at base running, and it's 2-1. Here's Deep State. He's still in the game. He wants to go more innings, and now he swings and hits one. That looks to be playable for the left fielder, and that's out number 1 for the inning. Here's Beetle. Now Beetle hits a high drive pop-up, and that one looks like it might get down, and it's past the right fielder, and Beetle's very fast. He might end up at least with a triple here, and he's going over to third, and he's in there safely. Now Joanne with runner on third and 1 out. And she misses a fork ball low and outside. Now Joanne hits one, and that one looks like it may be off the wall. And Beetle scores, and it's 2-2 now. And the throw comes in, and Joanne stays at first. Here's McDee's. And he swings and hits one, and that one looks to be popped up toward left field, and the left fielder, it's a really high pop-up, but the left fielder is under it, and he's got it for out number 2. Now Mikey up with the runner on, and he swings and hits it, and that one's hit pretty well, and the right fielder makes a good catch there, and it's 2-2 after 3. Goblin leading off for the Warriors. Now there's a low pitch swung over for strike 1. Now another low one and inside, and Goblin swings and misses. and now he hits it off to the left. That's probably going to get out of play, and it does. Now Goblin fouls it off to the right. There's a high pop-up, and it's going toward right field there. And it's caught for out number 1. Here's Shug, and he swings and hits one. And that one's hit well to center, but it looks like it may be playable for the center fielder. Oh, actually, it's off the wall, and Shug's heading towards second base, and he's going to be in there safely. Here's Max. And Max hits it, and that one's caught by the first baseman and shook back to second. And the Warriors are going to pinch hit here, and this time they're going to bring in Pugais and see if he can get a base hit to send a runner home. Pugais swings and hits one, and that one's popped up to right field, and the right fielder's under it, and there's out number 3. And Mitch is going to come in and pitch for the Warriors, facing Patrick. And now that one's hit, and the second baseman doesn't get it, and Patrick is on his way to second base, and now the right fielder has it, and Patrick will go back to first. He's on with the leadoff single. Now Donald taps it foul to the right. That one has a chance to be playable there by the third baseman, and he's got it. And Patrick back to first, and 1 out. Now a ball way outside for ball 1. Another one, ball 2. He's trying to get Finky to pitch. Ball 3. Oh, not sure about that. A 4-pitch walk to Finky there, and it puts 2 on. Now the Master, he's got blazing speed, but there's 2 runners on ahead of him. And now he swings and misses for strike 2, and now he taps it foul. That's hit well, but it's way out of play there over to the right. Now that one's popped up into right field, and the runners will have to go back. And everybody gets back safely. And the Villains are going to pinch hit with 2 on. They're going to bring in Stock and Stu. He's really got a lot of power. And he swings and misses at a pitch inside for strike 1. Now there's one outside. Nice curve there. Strike 2. Now he taps it foul to stay alive. Oh, good eye there on a ball inside. Takes it. Now there's a fastball, and that one is hit for a base hit. And it looks like a runner's going to score. And it's going to be 3-2 Villains. And it's first and third with 2 outs. Here's Beetle again. He's had a good game so far, and he swings at a low one and misses for strike 1. Now an inside pitch swung on for strike 2. Now Beetle grounds it toward first, and they step on the bag for the out. But after 4 innings, it's 3-2 Villains. Now Rambo leading off. The Villains have to make a pitching change, and they're going to bring in the Potato Man to face Rambo. Now Rambo grounds it to the third base and makes a rocket throw, and then it bounces off the wall and comes back to first for the out. What a crazy play there. Now Lucas hits one, and that one may get down. It's just past the left fielder, and Lucas is on his way to second base. And he's in there safely with the 1-out double. Here's Bonehead again. And Potato Man throws a slow one, and Bonehead rips it over the head of the first baseman, and that's going to be a base hit there, and it's going to be first and third, 1 out. Paul up now for the Warriors, and he swings and hits one, and they're going to throw home, and they're going to get the lead runner, and it's 2 outs, and it's first and second. Now Jordan, and he swings and hits one, and that one is taken by the shortstop, and he throws over the first, and the Potato Man gets out the inning, and it's still 3-2 Villains. Joanne now hitting in for the Villains to lead this inning off, and there's strike 1 fouled away. Now a low one, and Joanne hits it hard out to deep center field, and that one's going to get down. And now she's heading towards second base and decides to go back to first. It's another single, and the leadoff runner is on for the Villains again. Now McD swings and taps it foul. Now a low one, and that one is caught by the second baseman on a line drive, and they double off Joanne at first. What a great play there by the second baseman. Now no one for Mikey, and Mikey hits a high one, and that is gone. That is a home run, and it's 4-2 Villains. Patrick on with no one on and 2 out, and he taps it foul to the right. Now slow one, and that one should be playable by the shortstop. He throws over to first, and that's the end of the inning. The Villains get one, and it's 4-2 Villains after 5. Goblin on for the Warriors, and he taps it foul to the right, and that's out of play. Now a nice pitch on the corner for strike 2. And now a low one, and Goblin strikes out. Here's Shug. And there's a fork ball, missed for strike 1. And that one is hit, and that one's a base hit past the shortstop. And Shug is on first with 1 out for Max. Max swings and misses for strike 1 there with the low one. Now he swings and hits it hard out to center field, but the center fielder's under it, and Shug will go back to first, and he's in there safely. Now Mitch will have to hit for himself, and he's a two-way player, so let's see what he can do. And he taps it foul to the left. Now runner going, and Mitch hits it, and the shortstop's got it, and barely the throw gets there in time, and it's still 4-2 Villains going into the 6th. And Jacob is going to hit now, or pitch now for the Warriors, and Donald swings and hits a deep fly ball out to center field, but that should be playable, and there's out number 1. Finke swings and hits one, and that's taken by the second baseman, and he steps on the bag for out number 2. Here's the Master, and that's popped up into left field, and that one should be playable. Oh, and there's another error, and the Master's going to score. It's 2 errors, and he is the master of base running. It's 5-2 Villains, and then Potato Man hits one that's popped at the pitcher. Good play by Jacob to get the out, but, you know, 2 critical errors by the Warriors this game has led to 2 runs, and they trail 2-5. Here's Rambo leading off against the Potato Man, and Rambo hits it, and that one's taken by the shortstop. A lot of work for the shortstop over the Villains this game. And now Lucas, he hits one, that's to the pitcher, and Potato Man throws over to first for the out. Bonehead swings and hits a high drive, and that one might get out of here, and it does, and it's 5-3 Villains after a home run by Bonehead. Too bad he doesn't get to bat again in this league. Here's Paul. And Paul hits it hard, and that one should be playable for left field, and it's a nice catch, and now it's stays 3-5. Lucky 7 here for the Villains, and now Beetle pops it up over to right field, and this is going to be a tough play, but the right fielder's got it. Good catch there to get the first out of the inning, and now Joanne with no one on, and she hits it out to short, and that one's thrown over to first for the out. Now here's McDee's, and a low one, and McDee's hits it hard out to left field, but the left fielder is in the right place at the right time, and he makes the catch. So good inning there for Jacob, and Jordan leading off against the Potato Man, and he swings and hits one, and that one is caught by the shortstop with a good catch. Now Goblin swings and hits a high pop-up, and that one is playable for the right fielder, and it's caught for out number 2. Now here's Shug again, and that one is hit hard, but taken by the first baseman, and we're through 7.5, and it's 5-3 Villains. Now Jacob pitching to Mikey. And Mikey swings and hits a high pop-up, and the second baseman is under it, but he's having a difficult time finding it there. That's kind of strange, but he does catch it for the out. Patrick on again, and now he hits a high fly ball deep to left. That one should stay in the ballpark, though, and the left fielder is under it, and he's got it for out number 2. Here's Donald, and he will fly out to left field. Good catch there. And last chance here for the Warriors in the top of the 9th, and it starts out with Max. And Max hits one, and that one's over the head of the first baseman and the second baseman. Max is heading his way to second, and he's going to get in there safely with the leadoff double. Now, the purple Pianta is on this team, and he's been injured the whole year, and he was hit by a train last season. He's got 2 bad legs, and so now they're going to roll the dice with Pianta and see what he can do. And there, he hits it over the head of the second baseman, and there's a base hit. And then it's bobbled by the right fielder, and Pianta's on his way to... Oh, wait, he stays at first base, but a nice RBI single there, and now it's up to Rambo again. And Rambo hits one, and that's caught, and a rocket throw to first, and they double up. And now Lucas is the last hope for the Warriors. And there's a low pitch for strike 1. Now Lucas hits one hard, but the third baseman's got it, and the Villains take the game 5-4. We're going to go to a third game of this series. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.